Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Tracy and my channel is Downward Dog Rising, and I'm here today to give you a beginner yin workout. And whether you're new to yoga or you're a seasoned athlete, this workout is perfect for you because we're slowing down. We're going to be holding the asanas, the poses, and using the breath to facilitate a release into the muscle fascia. So whether you're on your active day of rest, taking a day off a hard workout regimen, or you're starting off brand new to yoga workout or exercise routine, this would be okay for you to do either way, whether you're advanced or a beginner. Just listen to your body and you don't push through bad pain. There's good sensation, there's bad sensation. Good sensation is a feeling of tight muscles releasing. You feel them working and then they have a give and then you go deeper into the stretch. A bad sensation would be sharp shooting pain or tingling sensations like cutting blood flow off. Like those would be bad. So we honor our bodies and we work from right where we're at. So you don't push through the bad kind of pain. Look for good sensations and stop if there's any pain. All right, with that, let's get started. If you sit on your yoga mat, you might want to have either a pillow or a yoga blanket or a blanket close by so you can use it as a prop. And basically, we're just looking to align our joints and our body so our joints feel safe, and that facilitates a better stretch. So let's get started. Sit on your mat. Your feet are in front of you, your knees are bent, and let's just start off hands behind upper thighs. I want you to stretch your spine long, so we're inhaling as we elongate, and just feel your chest open. Breathe into your belly, and then exhale. We're just taking it back, stretching our back out. So you're going to inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. And then exhale, roll behind those bones that you're sitting on. Just getting some motion in your spine, breathing in. And then exhale, stretch and reach, feel chest open. And then exhale as you take it back. Good, 3 more. Breathing in. And exhaling, 2 more. And exhale. 1 more time, deep inhale. And then exhale. Excellent. Okay, next thing I want you to do, come on to all fours. And I'm going to have you do a little cat-cow. If you let your back arch, you've kind of gone too far. So when I say front ribs meet back ribs, lift the front of the ribs so they join the back, and then you see the maximal length in your spine. And here's your starting point. Drop chin, drop tailbone, exhale deeply, core in to back. Inhale, stretch top of head away from your tailbone. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale. Top and bottom of spine still lengthen apart. However you're going, whether you're extending or you are rounding, work on maximal length. And 4, exhale, chin down, tailbone down. 3, maximal length. 2 more. Even feel the space between the shoulder blades opening apart. Last 1. Breathing in. Exhale. Going into your thoracic spine, mid-back, I want you to lift your sternum, your breastbone. Feel the space open up in there, and then gently release. Feel how the back of your ribs move away from the spine, and then release. 3 more. Unweight the wrist, release. 2 more. collarbones wide in front, space between shoulder blades and back. One more time. Gently come center. Keep maximal length, head away from tail. Now I want you to think of wagging a tail. Look over your right shoulder as if you're wagging your tail towards your shoulder. And it's the opposite side of the ribs that get a nice stretch between rib cage and hip bone, in between intercostals. Head away from tail, stretch top of head, lengthening away from tail, wag the other way. Look over your shoulder. Now feel right side of ribs opening apart. Inhale, center, maximal length of spine. Exhale, look over your shoulder. Stretch those ribs apart, opposite side. Breathing in. And then exhale. Good. Feel the stretch between the lower part of the rib cage and the hip bone. Inhale, head away from tail. Exhale, go to the other side. And inhale, stretch and reach. And exhale, wag your tail, look over that left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side, look over that right shoulder 2 more times. Inhale, head away from tail, wag your tail to the left, look over left shoulder, exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, wag tail to the right, look over your right shoulder. Come back center. Okay, now we're going to turn, and I want you to face straight ahead forward. Easy pose. Cross your ankles in front. Sukhasana. And then equal weight through each half of your pelvis. And then I want you to just sink down through each sits bone. Reach arms to ceiling. Now I want you to exhale as your palms come to your heart center in Anjali Mudra. Now just center yourself. Feel balanced. Feel at peace. We're going to do 2 more deep inhales like this. Inhale, palms to the sky. Feel your belly expand. Ribs expand. Exhale, hands together at your heart center. We're going to set our intention and our focus just to release and relax any tension in our bodies. One more time. Breathing in, feel your spine lengthen and awaken. Palms come together. And Anjali Mudra, exhale. Softening chest, softening breastbone as air comes out of the lungs. Good. So our intention and our focus today is to breathe into each stretch mindfully, to create awareness of wherever in our body there's tightness, and you breathe into the tight areas to softly, gently release built up tension or energy. And with that, let's begin. We're going to start off in a butterfly stretch, which is also Baddha Konasana. So I want you to take your feet together in front of your body. You can have your bottoms of your feet gently start to face upward as tops of thigh bones twist externally in the hip sockets. If you're a little more advanced, you can slide your heels closer in towards your groin. If you're just starting out, or if you're pretty tight from sports that you're currently doing, you can keep your heels a little further away from your groin so you don't fight the stretch. So I want you to take a deep inhale, stretch upwards through your spine. And then you're going to gently exhale and release. You can have your hands on your lower legs, your ankles, your feet. You can have your hands resting here. As we progress the stretch, we're going to be lengthening forward over our legs. So if anyone has any discomfort right now, you could take a yoga block. You could even take a blanket, and you could go like that, giving your knees support. Place one under each side. And then the alternative would be to bring a blanket or a pillow directly under your pelvis and prop your pelvis up in the air, and then you would have a little bit more support as you're stretching forward. Hold here. Breathing in, feel your spine stretch long. And we're just going to release into the stretch. Focus on your breath. We're training our mind to go right to our edge. We're focusing on our stretch, taking our mind and breath to the edge of the stretch, to the edge of the deepest point you can go without crossing over the ledge. When you feel your body give, you're going to start to come a little bit closer, deep in the stretch. Once you feel and hold the stretch, then you commit to it. You commit to deepening the stretch, welcoming those sensations. Honor your body. If you feel it give a little, you could bring your elbows to the floor. You could start to stretch your arms in front of you onto your mat. You could bring a pillow out in front of you if you wish. If you're extremely flexible, you can even bring a pillow and rest your forehead on the pillow. Just welcome any sensations or feedback that your body is telling you. We're going to stay here just for a couple more breaths. Allowing the muscle fascia to give. Even release any unwanted emotions, any fear-based emotions, or doubt, or worry. Gently start to pull back, lifting chest away from legs. Good. All right. Next, what I'd like for you to do, we're going to extend our right leg slightly out to the side. We're going to work our way into a straddle where both legs go straight out of our center, but I'm going to have you ease into it. If you're feeling super tight, you would just take one leg straight out, keeping your pelvis stable, and see if it's okay to just stretch your legs straight out to the side of your body, and you're just going to draw your heel towards your groin. So you're just going to bend one leg, bring it in close, and then your other leg you're just reaching out away from you. And I want you to elongate the spine up and just feel the stretch first in your spine. And we want to start to turn so our navel starts to go straight over the mid part of our thigh. If you need to bring your foot a little closer, you can, so you get a little deeper stretch, because eventually we're going to bring our legs wider apart. So navel aligns with middle of thigh, knees to sky, toes are facing up. You could flex your foot. And I want you to stretch that spine. You could have a yoga strap, wrap it around the bottom of your foot, and you can hold it like that if you like. You could take a little block or a towel. You could bring it under your kneecap like that to give support to your knee. Whatever feels good to you. And we're going to start to reach forward. Breathing in. Honor your body, focus on your breath. We want our back to release, the back of our leg, our hips to release. Gently breathing into the stretch. If you notice any tightness, bring your awareness and your focus into the tightness. Breathe into any tight areas and let it gently dissipate. With the out breath, let any tension release. Take yourself to the edge and hold. You're releasing any tightness, going a little bit deeper into the tissue. And commit to that stretch. Commit to yourself. Feel the give. Each time the body gives, welcome it. Breathe deeply. We're going to stay here a couple more breaths. Good. One more deep inhale. And slowly you're going to start to walk your body back up. We're going to bring that right leg in. And you're just gently bringing your heel towards your groin. And then I want you to just gently extend that left leg out of your center. And remember, if it feels a little bit tight, you can take a rolled up towel, a blanket under your knee. You could bring a blanket under your pelvis to prop you up a little bit more, to to help ease tension in hips, low back. And so I want you to just take another deep inhale. Good. So just feel balanced through each half of your pelvis. And in order to get a deeper stretch in the sides of your waist and your back, you might have to bring your straight leg slightly forward at an angle. Eventually, we're going to go back out wider. Think of lengthening and gently twist the middle. Twist your navel towards the center of your thigh. Lifting and lengthening. Stretch that spine. And we're going to slowly, you could flex your foot, flex toes to sky, lengthen, and we're going to start to stretch over that thigh. Think of navel over the center of the left thigh, knee to sky, foot is flexed. You're going to start to feel tension, release in your low back. You'll feel different parts of the low back, left side as well as the right. Breathing in. Just ease into the stretch. Breathing into your belly. Feel the expansion of your ribs. Belly. Ribs. Exhale. Good. Feel tension melting out of your body. Commit to the stretch. Commit more deeply to yourself. Again, you shouldn't have shooting pain, sharp sudden twinges of pain, any sharp tingles or numbness. If you feel any of those type of sensations, you need to ease out of it and back out of it and come out of the stretch. Feel how it gives. You can relax your elbows on props if it feels good to you. Welcome the fresh oxygen, the fresh energy to replenish your body. Feel the tightness dissipating out of your muscles, out of your joints, out of the fascia, the tissue. Ease into it. I'm trying to elongate my spine so I don't cheat. We're going to stay here for a couple more breaths. Feel your body give. Now slowly, I want you to start to make your way out of the stretch. Good job. Okay, so we're going to do the full straddle now. We're going to come to the middle. Bring your knees together for a moment, like this. Hands are going to reach back behind you. And then just gently sway your legs from side to side. Your knees are together. So I'm just letting your hips have a little, your legs, hips internally rotate a little bit. So we're going to go back into that other stretch where it's external rotation in our hip joint. Good, breathing in, exhale. Just do a little windshield wiper. Good, feel that release through the hips, low back. Next, I'm going to have you, we're going to go into our full stretch. Shake out your knees a little bit. You can sit on a blanket, propping your pelvis up into the air if you like. You could bring a blanket onto the floor, onto the mat in front of your body if you like. So we're just going to slide one leg sideways, slide the other leg sideways, and your kneecaps point directly up. Flex the feet, you could stretch through the heels, and we're just going to gently go from side to side a couple times, getting into the sides of our spine, the sides of our waist. Just ease into it. When you go side to side, it's a little easier to go straight forward then. So we did our half straddle to each side. Slowly making your way a little deeper into the stretch. Those knees point up. And now come to the center. So we're going to slowly lengthen breastbone forward. And we're going to reach forward. Breathing in. This is where it helps if you want to have a yoga blanket under you. You can rest your forehead on something. Stretching forward. Stretch through those feet. Feel the energy reaching out through the feet. Those hips are loosening up. Legs externally rotated in the socket, knees point up. Breathe into any tension. When you feel your muscles give, go deeper into the fascia, the muscle fascia, the tissue. Good. Notice any sensations you might be feeling. No sharp pains. Muscles should start to give. Go deeper into the tissues, breathing in. If you start to feel more of a release, you can straighten your arms out in front of you onto the mat. On a folded up blanket, a towel, a block under your elbows, block under your forehead. Breathing in. Welcome the vital energy, the new oxygen, the life force, the prana. And release any old energy. Replenish your body with vitality. Going deeper into the stretch. Send your breath anywhere that feels tight. And just let it go. Let that tightness go. Flex your feet for a deeper stretch. Good. We're going to stay here a couple more breaths. Breathing in, softly yielding into that stretch. Slowly start to make your way out. Good. Gently bringing one knee in, and then gently you're going to bring the other leg in. And we're just going to shake our knees up and down, back to that little butterfly. Release the hips, the back. So we're going to go into Balasana, child's pose, rest pose right now. And I'm going to give you a couple variations for your rest pose. You can have a folded up blanket under your knees. And then you could just sit straight back like that. You can have your arms straight back. And you can have a prop under your forehead if you wanted, arms straight back. And you would just relax your shoulders away from your ears. And if it is uncomfortable on your knees, take your rolled up blanket or towel, and then you would just go right over the heels, behind the upper thighs, and then you would just sit right back over it. And then that releases some of the tension because the weight's being distributed back off the knee joints. And then you would just stretch forward, relaxing your forehead on the mat. And then just feel how it opens across your back, stretching your back, your hips, breathing in and exhaling. If you want to get a little deeper stretch into your pelvis, what you can do, you can bring your knees wider apart. So the knees would be a little wider. The feet would still stay together. And then you would just come deeper down into the mat between the legs, okay? And stretching forward.